Hello everybody, thank you for joining me today and an interesting tour today which, just to set the scene, I wasn't actually planning on making a video today. I've got my video camera equipment with me for something else, but I was invited while I was in this area to come and have a look at this property that I'm currently standing in by my colleague Madelaine Cooper, who looks after the Sussex region for Unique Property Company. What I'm standing in is a Georgian house. It was built in the early 18th century and it is a complete and utter renovation project. It needs everything doing to it. It's going to be listed for sale for £725,000. And if you are looking for a lovely old romantic project that could be spectacular, just a gorgeous historic home, I think this is the property that might tick a few boxes. It's over 5 floors. We've got up to 5 bedrooms, nice sized reception room. There's a bathroom, potentially 2, front garden, back garden. We're on a road called the Croft, which is right here in the middle of the old town, a private road, highly desirable. And the current arrangement is 2 properties. The old or the previous owners had converted the ground floor and basement into a separate flat, which they had rented out, and they lived above. I think you're going to like this place, and one thing I would like to draw your attention to as we're walking around is the original features. There are so many fireplaces and cabinetry and some of the original doors and some of the pelmets around the windows and the original windows. It is fantastic. It's going to be, well, it will need a very enthusiastic renovation, somebody with enthusiasm to renovate this place, I should say, but I think it will be worth it, and I hope you agree. Please drop me a comment below, let me know your thoughts and what you do to it. But we'll start outside as usual and we'll take a walk round. Right, welcome to the outside, and this is the house. It's a Georgian house, and I've just learnt something new about this Georgian structure particularly, but apparently these are what would you'd originally, well, you'd call today brick slips. It's a wood construction apparently, and you've got the brick slips over the top of it. That's a new one on me. Now, this is the basement flat, which is empty, as you can see. In fact, the whole place is empty, but this is like stepping back in time. It's the most atmospheric, incredible room I've been in for some time now. I just want to go on about these original features and the built-in cupboards and cabinetry, but if you can just make out, there's a mantel there, and I don't know if there's anything original behind there, but it looks like there could be the remnants of an original fireplace behind there. We've got these flagstone floors, and ceiling height's pretty good in here for a basement. I mean, I'm 5'11", so it's about 7 feet in this room. That looks like an original door. And then we've got, maybe this would have been a pantry at one point, I'm not sure. And then this kitchen, which is, well, when I say basic, you know, I'm trying not to be rude about it, but it does need everything doing to it. And then that fireplace around there, I don't know if there's anything hidden behind there. It wouldn't surprise me if there is, but that lovely old dresser there that's built into the wall. That's something that's really nice. And I think there would have been terracotta tiles on this floor at one point, but they've been lifted. I can't get out into the yard here, but if I can just show you through that window, that's a small yard with steps that lead up to the concrete steps there that lead up to the garden. And then just here, a guest loo. And then back to the bathroom. And it flows quite well. That's wood panelling half wood panelling along the walls here. And some of this old, it looks like lard and plaster, but it might just be a patchy plaster job. But that is the basement flat on the lower ground floor with an internal lovely, this is an original staircase. It's absolutely gorgeous. Proper worn steps, really showing its age. You do not want to do anything with these, just leave them as they are, just sand them and celebrate them. So this is now the ground floor for the house, and we start to see more of the originality, I should say, of the house. So you've got these original windows, the pelmets there, And this side of the house overlooks the front garden. Now that wall there and that particular blocked in door, just bear that in mind because I'm going to point that out as we go around into the main house and we go upstairs. And here is another gorgeous marble surrounded tiled hearth fireplace. Look at that, it's absolutely fabulous. And that mirror, which is a really lovely, nicely distressed original mirror, and some cabinetry there. That doesn't look like original cabinetry, but it's certainly quite old, and you can really make a feature of that. This kitchen door here is lovely. Stripped back, taken that back to the bedwood. I'd imagine it's maybe pine, but again, all these things that could be made or brought back to life. That's you can start to see the garden from this level here, and that's just under the weeds there. There's the concrete staircase from the room below, and another fireplace, and more original built-in cabinets. It's a real pleasure and a real honour to be able to see something that has not, or doesn't look like it's changed a great deal, certainly for quite some time. Now this is a cupboard, but it would have originally been where the staircase comes down from the floor above. And I say that because if I just look here and point my camera up, you can just see where the stair treads from the above property starts. Right, that is the basement flat, and I'm going to head back outside and we're going to start to have a look around the main portion of the house. And I should just point out, in case we do see people milling around, that's either my colleague Madelaine, who would be the person to deal with if you are interested in taking a look at this property, or our photographer Johnny. Right, front door. And the front door is just a work of art in itself. It's lovely. Again, take that, strip it back, clean up the ironmongery, would be fabulous. And these really lovely honey coloured floorboards. And this, I just must show you this original mechanism on this door is gorgeous. Right, hallway. Now, when we were downstairs, I did mention a door, in the flat. This door here is something that could be opened up if you wanted to incorporate and bring the whole thing back into one house. That's where you do it. In fact, this is all stud walling. So if you wanted to make this a completely open plan reception, I think, obviously, bearing in mind this is a grade 2 listed house and you will need to get the relevant consents, it would make a lot of sense, but it would work. Pantry, and an extraordinarily, unnecessarily large guest loo. I won't go. That again, the door here, some of these original door ironmongery is still usable, just needs repairing. There's no gas in this building, so you need to bear that in mind if you are going to install a central heating system. It's just all electric storage heaters at the moment. Right, first floor and the kitchen. Again, much like everywhere else in the house, rip it out, start again. But another original fireplace and more original storage, and another door. Floorboards everywhere here. You'd really want to do your best to retain these and just sand them back. They would look spectacular once they've been sanded and polished. And the main reception room, which is a fantastic room, big room, another fireplace, marble surround. Look at that, such a pretty feature to have and make a feature of it. And sea views. It's a bit of a hazy day here, but basically that overlooks the old town, and if you could just make out, that's the harbour wall down by the beach. And then the bathroom. You're going to want to rip this whole thing out, but it's a nice size room. And we've done that room, the kitchen. One more flight of stairs. Is that okay to come up?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I won't be long. Right, one more flight of stairs, top floor, and the left-hand side, another room, bedroom, I guess. And from here, you can really get to see the back garden. Another fireplace there. Haven't taken the panel off, so I don't know if there's anything behind it. I would hope and imagine there would be, but don't quote me on that. And then this really lovely built-in drawer unit. Just layers and layers of paint, but take that off, that looks stunning. And if we head across the landing, another bedroom with more sea views, more original painted floorboards, and a better vantage point now. If you can just make out down to across the old town into the harbour. But again, this is a really big room. And I'm getting used to these now, but another fireplace. And then the top of this landing is so bright. We've got just up in the apex there, we've got that big skylight. It does a really good job of keeping this place absolutely flooded with light. And last but not least, another bedroom. Sorry, Johnny's in here doing his thing. I'm just going to spin in and out. Views over the garden again. And then that's Johnny doing his thing. And back into the main bedroom. Right, thank you very much for joining me on today's tour. I do hope you've enjoyed it. I'm sorry if it was a bit rushed or a bit whistle stop, but I wasn't planning on making this video today. I just happened to have my video equipment, and I thought it's the sort of place that you would like to enjoy walking around with me. £725,000 for this property, grade 2 listed, don't forget, and a spectacular project in the right hands. Please let me know what you think about this property, what you do to it. I'd love to hear more. Leave those, drop me a comment below in the comments box. I'll also link my colleague Madelaine Cooper's details, so if you are interested, you'd like to know more or book a viewing, you can contact her directly. Don't forget, more unique and alternative homes at my YouTube channel if you're interested in other properties, and maybe consider subscribing if you are into future properties that I'll be taking on as part of the daily grind of being an estate agent looking after unique homes. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you on the next tour.